Hi, it's Martina from ketodietapp.com. In this video, I would like to show you the features we added in the latest KetoDiet update. The iOS version is already out and we are working on the Android version, which will be released in the next few weeks. As always, all features are driven by user feedback. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to join our Facebook support group. I included a link in the description. So let's have a look at what's new. Let's have a look at the features we added in this update. And we are going to start with the recipe options, which you can find under recipes. So you tap here. This is where you can specify any allergy options and categories. So let's say I cannot eat dairy and nuts. So I'm going to say I want to see all the dairy-free and nut-free recipes. And I want all of them to be quick and easy. Then I don't want to see recipes that have cilantro because I don't like cilantro, so I can add it to the sections for ingredients to avoid. So I'll add cilantro and maybe liver. This is my selection, so I can just tap done, and here is where you will see all the recipes that match your preferences. Now, if I just try to search for cilantro, I'm not going to be able to find any because I added cilantro to my avoid list. So if I go back and I remove cilantro and I search for it again, now you can see all the recipes that match my preferences and that include cilantro. Another thing I wanted to show you is if you want to disable all of the preferences at the same time and you don't want to go through one by one, you can just tap here, tap done, and this is how you're going to see all of the recipes without any limitations. You can find the recipe options in a few more places in the app. One of them is recipes, the other one is the profile, and the last one is the planner. So let's go in the profile and tap on recipe options. Now you can see that everything is disabled, so I'm going to quickly enable it, and I'm going to add back my cilantro. Okay, so now we can go to the planner, and if I want to add any meal to a day, and I will actually search for cilantro, just to show you how it works here. Now you can see that cilantro still appears in the ingredients sections and the meals, but it's not going to appear in the recipes. So the filtering only applies to the recipes, and you will still be able to see cilantro in other sections. Let's have a look at another feature, and we can go into this recipe, for example, and you can see that we added a descriptive serving size, and in this case, you can see that it's 1.5 cups, 360 ml. So that's the serving size that will help users understand exactly how much one serving is. And if you scroll all the way down, you are also going to find allergy information, which is also in every recipe. The last improvement I wanted to mention is the search. So if you search for, let's say, cheddar, previously you were only able to find the recipes that have cheddar in their name, but now you can find all the recipes that use cheddar as an ingredient. The next feature I wanted to show you is in the planner section, and you can find it by tapping on the menu and then planner. And here you can see that we made the daily overviews more visual and more intuitive. If you want to see detail of any day, you just simply tap on the day and then you tap on macros. If you want to compare any days at this point, you can simply tap on the arrow and go forward for the next day or back. Or you can go back to the daily overview and tap on any day. So these are the main features we added in this update, and there are many other small improvements that we made, and I'll show you one of them in the ingredients section. If you search for, let's say, almonds, you will see that there are values per cup instead of 100 grams, which is what we had before. And even when we are showing cups or cubes or slices, we still know the weight for every ingredient, which allows us to eliminate foods with invalid nutritional data, and this also allows users to add any ingredients in any weights and any amounts to their planner or to their custom meal. Finally, I wanted to address a common misconception, and it has to do with ingredients. There are two types of ingredients. The first one is generic foods, and the second one is branded products. In KetoDiet, you can easily tell them apart because the branded product entries have a barcode icon. Now, if you scan a barcode, you don't always have to get the most accurate results. And that's why generally I always use verified generic foods in my recipes because I know it will always give me the most accurate results. If you want to learn more about the issues with branded products, check the link in the description and it will take you to the post where I discuss this in detail. So these are the main features we added in this update, and as you may know, we have already been working on the next update, which will bring custom diet plans, one of our most requested features. So if you want to try our app, it's free to download and you can find direct links to the App Store and Google Play at ketodietapp.com.